Sorry about that.
I'm fantastic.
Boom, 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 boom.
There he is, old Megadork himself.
And he's brought a whole lot of sentinels with him.
He wants to fix the replicator in the fortress. The swarm took it out. We'll worry about that later. Let's move.
No kidding. You owe me about it.
Frying me up some calamari. So, like I said, as I'm doing this, I guess I'll walk everybody through that wants to know about the other night and the video that we posted on YouTube when we were down in the room and everything that was going on, because I did tell everybody that the video did not have sound, and everybody was kind of upset about that, but I don't know why it didn't have sound. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But yeah. Okay, so there's the calamari. But so anyway, in the video that was in our room, and I had my buddy Rusty over here, and he's kind of been like, he's been kind of on the skeptic side, I guess, about everything. And I told him, hey, listen, I said, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Like, I won't convince anybody of anything. Like, only you yourself will be able to determine whether what you're seeing is real and what you're not seeing is real. So I'm just the middleman, I said, really, it has nothing to do with me, really. Which, I mean, to a point it does, to a point it doesn't. But I'm still the middleman. Either way, I'm still the middleman. But like I said, either way you look at it, I'm still the middleman. It's really less. It's more or less Megan. But I'll tell you something that happened that was really crazy. Okay, so I was trying to connect with Ryan, which everybody, I mean, for the most part, everybody knew who Ryan is to me. He's my partner that shot and killed himself. We started Christ Trucking together. Okay. The reason I want to talk to him so bad is because the unanswered questions of why. Why did you do what you did? Why did you just end your life the way you did? Okay. That has bothered me since this whole. Yeah, that's really bothered me, is because it's the questions of not knowing why he's taken his life. I mean, because we had everything going for us, you know. But it is what it is. So I had asked a question, okay, and I never talked to Megan about this before, you know. And it was just like a net question towards Ryan, you know, to Ryan, you know. And it was a question asking somebody's name because it was like a joke between me and Ryan, and I couldn't remember the name, and I said, "Could you tell me the name?" You know, like, because I had a recorder going, and Megan starts laughing, and I said, what are you laughing about?" And she says, "He just told me." And of course, I'm like, "The fuck he did," you know? She says, "No, really, he told me." I said, "Okay, what's the name?" She says, "Terry." Dude, I looked at her and I was like, "There's no fucking way. There ain't no way." She's like, I swear to God, he just told me." So, anyways, we are Pendleton drinkers, okay? We're like, well, I mean, every now and again, we used to be really heavy Pendleton drinkers, whiskey drinkers, you know. Ryan liked Jack Daniels. And there's actually 2 bottles of Jack Daniels down in our room on our bed. But I was making a joke of like, I was holding a bottle. And this isn't in that video. This is before we did this, you know. And I have the recording. Like, I have the recording. I do have that. I don't know if there's a way I can post that up or not. I guess I could try to figure that out. But it was a joke that I was doing. I was like, oh, you know, like, about him being like, you know, liking Jack Daniels and everything. And I was like, oh, Pendleton's where it's at, you know, like. Well, right at the time that I said that on the recorder, you hear him say, Jack and Coke, you know, like, and then it was like, because I got the times marked down and everything, and he says my name, and then there's a part like right in the beginning where Megan's like, she's like, "Can you tell me your name?" You know, and being Ryan, you know, like his personality, he was like, we're pretty sure it says Boo Boo or something like that, like. And this whole night, like, she was like, you know, he's right here, and she's like, he keeps messing with me. Well, then, dude, the craziest thing was like with the dogs. It was like the dogs, because she was like, he's right here. Well, the dogs were like looking right there, and I said, can you get the dogs to get up and go out of the room? You know, sure enough, the dogs get up and they go out of the room, and they come back and they're sitting right at the doorway. Like, they're sitting right at the doorway. And I'm like, okay. I was like, can you allow the dog back in? One dog comes back in, jumps back up in the bed, and I'm like, holy shit, dude! Like, I am blown away, you know. But on YouTube, that was when after, because Rusty had stopped by, so we're telling Rusty this, and Rusty's like, you know, he's just kind of skeptical, and he's like, yeah, you know, like, he don't know what to think. And I said, listen, the best I can tell you is you come down here, you come down in the room, and see for yourself. Not only was he able to see for himself, but he also was able to connect with his stepfather that had passed away. And then we all, like me, Megan, and Ryan, we all heard a little girl's voice. Like, it was weird. It was weird. Like, but nothing bad. Like, that is what I can't stress to everybody enough, is everything that was heard and said and everything that took place. It was all good. We felt like just nothing but goodness, you know, like, there was no bad. And there's a point, okay, so there was another point in the video that I wanted to point out to everybody, like, because I told everybody on TikTok that, you know, I would come back, and I didn't want to ruin it for everybody. But Megan is listening to the recording, and she at one point, it's like, I don't know, I'd have to go back and look at the video and give the time frame, but as she's doing that, I'm looking at the phone, like, I'm looking at my phone, because I have the camera, you know, playing, and I'm watching it on my phone, and she has her phone, and she's listening to the recording. Well, if you see me, I'm like, holy shit, because I look at the camera, and I look up at her, and I look back down at the phone. Well, what I noticed that there's this light, and it's beaming like this, and it's right in the forehead, but she's got her, like, beanie hat on, you know. And I'm like, I try to get up and I try to show her, but she's so in, like, tuned to listening and everything like that. Like, she didn't even pay attention. So I scoot over to Rusty. I'm like, Rusty, look at her. Look at this. When you look up at her, you don't see the flashing. You only see the flashing on the phone. The craziest part was the flashing stopped as soon as she pulled the earphone thing out of her ear. As soon as she pulled it out, it stopped. And what she says it's what she's trying to tell me is, like, you know, and from ones that, you know, we've talked to, it's pretty much like the third, like, you know, how they say, like, the third eye being opened, you know, like, I mean, I don't know, I don't quite understand that fully yet, but that's what that was. That's kind of what I was um, trying to explain, you know, like, well, not explain, but I wanted people to see without me ruining it for everybody. Um, but yeah, so, and if you missed it, all I can say is, like, you know, go back and watch it, and, you know, just, I guess, see for yourself, I guess. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it on that video and everything that kind of took place, and all that. So it's just trying to get a better understanding of everything, because Megan, you know, Megan's family, you know, they've kind of said it, you know, like, you know, they've known from the time that Megan was kind of young that she kind of had something special, you know, and I don't know, you know, if because of what took place in Pennsylvania and took place in that house was able, you know, was kind of kick-started whatever that was for her, you know, like, to where she's able to, like, like, say, like, she's able to open up and use that, you know, but she's trying to ground herself better. She's like, that's her whole thing. It's like she needs, like, the people that have told her, like, they've been helping her try to grasp at, is that she needs to be able to ground herself. She needs to be able to, like, you know, pretty much not be afraid of, you know, because that's Megan's thing. The minute she hears something or she sees something move, like, she freaks out, and it's like, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but you gotta be able to channel that. You gotta be able to say, okay, you know, like, before you even start, you know, it's like, you know, we've been watching the guy that actually helped us, Jacob from Resting in Peace Officials. Like, if you guys don't know who he is, like, seriously, go check him out. He is a Christian. He's a Christian. What is the word I'm thinking of now? I can't even think. He's a Christian. Man, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Why can't I think of the name tonight? He's able to talk to the spirits that have passed on. He's a meteor. Come on, what is? I can't think of the name right now. It'll come to me. Just give me a while. Hey, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about anyway. But if you haven't checked, like, if you don't know who Jacob is, go check him out at Resting in Peace Officials. And he's actually really cool because he does, like, readings and stuff on people, but he doesn't, like, he's doing donations because he's trying to either donations or he's trying to get a bigger platform because he wants to. Oh no, I can't think of the name of that now. It's in a different country, and it's it was like I can't remember if it was like a prison or a psych ward, but there's a lot of, like, bad stuff there, and he wants to go over there and, like, try to help some of the spirits and everything, you know. But anyway, he has a game show that he does every Thursday and Friday, and that's actually how you are able to win a reading from him. Which, when I was on there the other night, you know, I kind of said something towards the end, you know, and he was like, "Have you been in here the whole time?" I was like, "Yeah, man, like, you know, I've been watching, you know." And he was like, "Well, come down," and he's like, "Here," he's like, "I'll let you play a game," you know. So I think it was like I played the wheel game. He spins the wheel and it lands on a number. Well, I ended up getting a private Zoom session with him. I haven't done it yet, but it's like a private Zoom session where he does a reading, you know, which I'm kind of, ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of excited about, you know. But he's a really cool guy, you know. He's a really cool guy, man, and I mean, he's really good at what he does. So, like I said, if you guys haven't checked him out, go give him a check out, give him a follow. I mean, he's doing everything, you know, for pretty much for free. He's not, you know, charging anybody to do readings. It's just, he says, and the way you win is by, you know, playing the games, you know, and yeah, I mean, give them a follow. You know, that's all I can say. Go see for yourself. I can't change anybody's mind. You know, but. And like I said, I'll inform everybody even more tomorrow, like when I'm finally able to go live again on old Tiki Taki, and I am going to work and see if I can get me some moderators because I know that I keep getting suspended over some stupid shit, and I need to get better at that.
Aaron, Trey's dad, right? I'm Austin, this is Parker, Tamara, and Mira.
I let my oil get a little too hot. I wasn't paying attention. I do want to try a piece. I want to throw a piece in there. I want to see how. Oops. Nah, I think we'll be alright. I was feeling like some fried calamari tonight. I don't know why, but I was. Turn the camera a little bit more so you don't feel left out. I don't want to leave you out now. Son of a bitch.
Did your mom ever tell you not to grab a hold of hot things without a mitten off? No. I burnt my hand. Dumbass.
It's okay. I don't care. You can call me a dumbass. I know. I know. God, that really hurt. I burnt my delicate finger. Safety first. It's been a while since I've been fried calamari, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. I was just feeling like some calamari tonight. I don't know why. What do y'all think? Don't look bad, does it? That's actually really good. I'm actually happy with myself. A little lemon juice. Mmm. Mmm. Lemon juice and brought to you by cocktail. Ooh. There we go. Now you can see. It don't get no better than that. There's the tentacle parts. So good. So good. See if Bryson will come take a piece. Bryson, want a piece of calamari? They must have went downstairs. Actually, it turned out really good. And really, all I did was fill out like the directions that were on the back of the package. It was like 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of milk, 1/4 tablespoon of salt, 1/4 tablespoon of pepper, and put it in the oil. Well, cut it into pieces, slices or whatever, like round slices like that, and then let it sit in the milk for a half hour. And then put it in your batter, deep fry it, and then lemon juice and cocktail sauce. And you got yourself some homemade calamari. More tentacles right there.
Please don't eat me.
Why not? You look so good. Ooh, the next batch looks pretty good too. Fried calamari, baby. Husk. There you go. Where's my glove? I don't want to burn myself again. I kind of just threw them all in there together, but I just got to cut them apart here. Oh, yeah. I'm getting low on that cocktail sauce. I honestly don't get no better than that. So, I see that there's a couple more people that popped in here. So, I know you're not here to see the calamari. You're here to want to know about the video from the other night. So, I'll retell it again. Let me turn that off first. So, kind of what happened the other night was before I took that video, when our friend Rusty was here, me and Megan were downstairs and we had some stuff that happened. Well, anyway, I was trying to, I was trying to talk with my buddy Ryan, the one that, shot and killed himself, my partner that I started Christ trucking with. And I asked a question that there's no way that Megan could have possibly known, because we had a recorder going, because there's a bottle, or there's two bottles, sorry. Two bottles of Jack Daniels downstairs. Well, he liked Jack Daniels. Well, we used to drink Pelton. I don't really drink it anymore, but my drinking has slowed way down. So So I made a joke, you know, and I was holding the bottle of Pendleton. Well, you actually hear him like make a joke, and it's like you hear Jack and Coke, you know. And Ryan was always like the type of person like played around and like joked around and like. Well, anyway, I asked a question, and Megan goes, he told me, he's sitting right here, and he told me, and I said, yeah, right, you know, like, and she's like, no, seriously. So I was like, well, what do you say then? Because I was asking a name of somebody, and like I said, there's no way that Megan would know, and I couldn't even remember. The reason I asked the question was because I couldn't remember the name, and that's why I was like hoping to catch it, you know. And when she said this name, I said, there ain't no way in hell. Like, that's what I was saying to myself. Like, there's no way in hell, because I never even told you. Like, I never told you this story. Like, so she tells me the name. I'm like, she's like, I'm telling you, he's right here. I'm like, so Rusty had came over. And Rusty's kind of like, you know, he's kind of skeptical, you know. He's like, because he watched the videos from PA and stuff, and he was like, all right, like, that kind of spooked him a little bit. He's like, I don't, you know. But then we started telling him about, you know, everything that's been going on here, that, you know, now, like, ever since we did everything with Jacob, and we've received the holy water, and, you know, the prayers that we're supposed to be saying, you know, since we've done all that, we haven't felt like a presence of anything bad. You know, it's been all good. So Rusty was like, you know, still like kind of skeptical or whatever you want to say. I said, okay, well, the one thing I can tell you is come downstairs and see for yourself, you know. So he's like, all right. So he goes down, and I put the camera on. Well, I told him, you know, to get the, you know, the effect, or the, you know, kind of what has been happening to me and Megan, that you got to keep an open mind for one, you know. So it was like right after I shut the one little lamp off, and I blew out the candle. It's like immediately after Megan like started talking. You see the first big orb come, like boom, right towards the camera. Okay. So then we do a thing. Well, I'm actually holding, at one point, I'm actually holding Ryan's picture from his, you know, from his funeral. And I'm like, you know, can you go through it, or can you go under it? And you actually see the orb go underneath it, you know, like. So, and then all of a sudden you just start seeing all the orbs, like, just crazy amount of orbs. And then there's a period where, you know, it actually, you know, it calms down, you know, they kind of calm down. Well then, you know, I asked Rusty, I said, is there anybody that is close to you that, you know, like, has passed, that you'd like to, you know, talk to, and, or, you know, connect with, or something, you know? And he was like, yeah, my dad, you know, or his stepdad, Mike. So I told him, I said, just act like he's here, just talk to him, you know, like. And we asked, you know, we told him, like, ask him if he can, you know, come by you know, like, or do something. Well, that actually happens. You're able to see the orb, like. And Megan, the crazy thing is if you watch this, here's the crazy part. I can't see it unless I'm watching the video, okay? Megan, though, she can actually see it with her eyes. Like, she can see it without looking at the camera. For me, babe, I gotta be looking at the camera. Her, she's actually able to, and she's pointing it out. If you watch, she's actually pointing it out and saying, watch. And she, you know, she'll say, it's right there and it's coming, you know, it's weird. It's weird. But, there's a point where Megan's she's re-listening to the recording. Okay, and this is the part that really gets me. So I didn't pick up on it, I didn't pick up on it at first, but I'm looking at the phone, and then you'll see me in the video, like you see me looking at the phone, and I pick my head up and I'm looking at her, and I look back down on the phone. Well, then I'm trying to get her attention, but she's like so in the zone of listening that she give two shits what I'm trying to show her. I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. So I move over to Rusty. I'm like, Rusty, look, look at this and look at her, What it was there's this beam of light, and then it's flashing right at the center of her forehead. But she's got her beanie cap on, and her beanie comes down. But when me and Rusty were looking at her, you couldn't see that. You could only see it on the camera. You couldn't see it with and Rusty's like, what the hell? I said, I don't know what that is. And the minute that she took that ear thing, the plug out of her ear, the headset out of her ear, it stopped. And I started telling Megan, I was like, you can see me in the video, I'm telling her, and she's explaining to me, yeah, she's like, it's my third eye, my chakra. She's like, that's, so I'm sitting there like, shit, this is real, this is, this is real, this is really happening, because, and the crazy thing is because of who we, the people we talked to and kind of everything that's gone on, and, how they've been able to even tell that, tell us that, Megan has that ability, she's just not been able to ground herself, and she hasn't been able to reach her full potential of using it because of her getting scared or something holding her back, and the reason, there's things that I'm able to see is what they've told me is because of the connection between me and Megan, because we're so connected, it really has nothing to do with me, I don't have that. I guess I don't have that ability. It's just the connection between me and Megan, that. I don't know. It's weird how they explain it, All this is still new to me. So I'm just going off with the experts, the people that have been doing this kind of stuff for years, like Jacob. He's got 20 plus years in doing this, like I said, he's awesome guy, man. If you guys don't know who he is, go check him out on TikTok at Resting in Peace Officials. He's an awesome dude. If you want to get a reading from him, all you got to do is play his game show Thursday and Friday night. He starts at 8 o'clock Eastern time because he's in Florida. So it's usually 6 o'clock our time because we're in Wyoming. But it's I think he goes to midnight or something. But he does the readings in the beginning, people who won from the previous week or whatever. And then they'll play the game, and then the next night, Friday, because he does it Thursday and Friday. Friday night, he'll do the people that won from Thursday, Thursday night, and then they'll play the game. Then that's how you win a reading from him. He does. It's pretty much. He's not really asking it just for donations, really, because he wants to go to what is it, Osco? I can't say it. It's I think it's this prison or psych ward over in another country and everything, and it's supposedly really haunted, and he wants to go over there because he's a Christian medium. That's what he is, a Christian medium that helps spirits, but he's not afraid to go after the dark, the dark, that's what he did for us, and that's how we were able to get rid of the thing that was in Pennsylvania, the thing that followed us here. So, but that's no longer here. It's just now we're just surrounded by spirits, but they're good spirits. That's good to know. They're good spirits. So, but that's it, guys. I hope I answered some of the unanswered questions from that video. Yeah, that's it. Appreciate you spending your time with me while I eat my calamari. But Megan, I seen Megan came home and she went downstairs with the kids. I don't know what she was doing. Guess she wasn't interested in my calamari. It was good though. It was good though. But I won't bore you guys anymore. I appreciate you coming over, spending your time with me, let me able to fill you in on everything. But as soon as I'm able to go live tomorrow on TikTok, I'm going to do the same. And like I said, I'm going to try to reach out and try to find out how to get some moderators and do all that fancy shit, so I stop getting banned from doing TikToks for so long. So, and hopefully we can do some of these lives for, you know, kind of what we did with Rusty and stuff. Do it live for you guys, so you guys can see for yourself. It really bothers me that you know, that video doesn't have any sound. You know, I didn't realize it until we went back and looked at it, but I did when I posted on TikTok, you know, saying about I was posting that video to YouTube. I did tell everybody that, hey, it don't have no sound. Like, I'm sorry, that just, I don't know what happened. That's what it is. But I will do my best to explain what was going on, why we were doing that in the first place, which I have here at least. But I'm gonna have to redo it again on TikTok for everybody. So, but like I said, once I can get some good moderators or whatever to stop from getting banned, then maybe we can start doing some of them live videos for you guys. That's all we can do. So I'll leave it at that. You guys have a wonderful Saturday evening. I'm gonna clean my mess up here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably just sit here and watch a movie or something. So enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Thanks.